If you're running ads in finance right now, if you're a mortgage business, business loan business, or even superannuation expert or a wealth advisor over in the United States or anything like that, and your leads just aren't quite converting like they used to, it's probably not just your ads, but it's your marketing and your overall funnel. My name is James Lewis, CEO of Whiteboarder Investments and Biz Leadz, and I've worked with over 750 companies in financial services and a few other industries as well, and spent over $30 million generating 1.1 million leads. And I've been constantly testing funnels over the last 5.5, 6 years, and basically getting to know what the actually best funnel is in the market. So today we're going to run over 3 best funnels on what's working right now and probably will be working for the next 6 months, a year, etc. So let's jump right in. So lead gen for finance, what's working right now? So the VSL funnel. So a video sales letter educates and builds trust in prospects, which is very important in finance because of how low trust the industry is, but how much trust is actually needed to actually make a prospect convert. Because the biggest difference between why you aren't converting at the level you are right now, even though you know your service is amazing, is because they don't trust you. That's it. Think of it like that, genuinely. So key stats to track. And before we go into this, there's a couple metrics. You need to know ads, then there's landing page, then there's the actual video, and then there's the actual booking percentage, because that's what you're doing. They're seeing an ad, they're going to the landing page, they're watching the video, and then they're booking a call. And that's what they're doing. So you need to track the ad metrics, which are click-through rate, cost per click, and a bunch of other ones, obviously. Landing page hit rate, so percentage of people that are actually hitting the VSL page. Then you need video view ratio. This is percentage of viewers who actually watch beyond X period of time. And then content retention, which is average watch time. And then you need click to book ratio, so percentage of viewers who actually then book a call, and then percentage overall of people who actually book it anyway, who haven't watched. Now you want to be aiming for a click-through rate of around 20 to 30%. And then you want to be aiming of a people who click that to then book in at 30 to 40%. Now, on top of that, you need to think about the funnel like this. So look at it like this. It's the diagram, which is add to VSL page to call booking. Then you need to have on your, this is basically what it looks like. And then on the second piece of information you're going to get, it's going to be a flow chart with percentage drop off at each of the stages. And you need to make sure it's all benchmark, okay? This needs to be all benchmark. 20% click-through rate, 30 to 40% click to book after VSL. So these are some of the biggest things. So you need to create obviously high converting ads, a great landing page, you need to have a good VSL, and you need to be tracking all of these and improving them week on week, month on month. And what you'll find is that you'll generate bookings for approximately $50 to $200, and you will convert these people at twice the rate that you normally would a lead. So they're very, very potent and very, very important to actually try and give them a go. So yeah. Next is going to be lead to book a call funnel, okay? Lead to book a call funnel is basically where you capture a lead, whether it be name, phone, email, and then other details, and then you prompt them immediately to book a call, okay? This lowers friction from a VSL, but basically people can give you info when they're not actually fully ready to commit, and you can nurture them into a call as well. So key stats here. So it's again, ad, landing page, lead form, thank you page, and on the thank you page, they can book a time, okay? Then you got lead capture rates, how many people actually add clicks that turn into leads. Then you've got lead booking rate, and then you've got booking to show rate, because that's a metric above that we didn't talk on, but it's very, very important, is booking to show rate, okay? So percentage of book calls that attend, you target a minimum of 60 to 70%, okay? And you need a minimum of 50% booking rate. That's the metrics right now that you need, okay, to make it actually work and profitable. So this is how it looks. Lead, call funnel, and basically it's add to lead capture to call booking. That's the main thing that you think of, and think of those individually. So you track metrics for your ads to lander to lead, and then lead capture metrics. So on the form, how much does it drop off, landing page does it drop off, and then call booking, so how many people actually land on that page and then how many people book, okay? And then basically the benchmarks, you need to come up with your own benchmarks once again. The goal metrics being, once again, a minimum of 100 leads, you need 50 bookings, because that means if you get a $30 cost per lead, you get a minimum of basically $30 cost per lead. You spend $1,000, let's say, so that's what, 33 leads or something like that. So at 33 leads, basically you then need 15 to 16 of those to actually be, they're going to be bookings of people who actually sit down and take your time. And then you need a minimum of 60 to 70%. So many more strategies in this on how you increase booking rate and things like that. But you need to make sure that everything is congruent all the way through. So lead talks to the fact that next you're going to be booking a time on the time, then on the thank you page it says thank you for booking a time, things like that. They make a big difference in all the percentages throughout, okay? Next, it's going to be direct response lead funnel. Okay, this is the most scalable in terms of the volume it can drive, and the most basically scalable in terms of the process of how you push people through as well. Okay, it's very, very important. So pure lead capture without immediate call booking, and then leads are obviously pushed to SDRs, follow up, call, SMS, emails, etc. Okay, very, very important. And why this works in finance. It's the backbone of scalable campaigns because you always want to start with it, okay? Because it's easier to scale the volume and let SDRs filter and qualify, because the experience that the client is having is also very, very good in this stage when it's well set up, because it's very easy to stack people on because the process is much simpler. Whereas with a VSL, for example, you're worried that because you're paying so much per booking, if there's a junior on it, you don't want them to screw it up. So you need to really think about that, okay? Now, key metrics to track is obviously your cost per lead, your CTR, your link clicks, all of those. Obviously lead quality, just like the rest of them, your contact to conversion rate, and basically what that actually is. So contact rate percentage, then all of the other stats like opportunity rate, application rate, etc. Conversation to appointment rate, percentage of people who agreed to a call or transfer when they're being transferred through, and then appointment show rate. So percentage of clients actually show up or are there on the actual appointment that sits with the broker, okay? And you've obviously got add, lead form, SDR follow-up into an appointment, and that's the actual flow. And basically you need to make sure that you know this is how you get to a huge volume of 100 plus leads per day, converting over 10 plus deals per day. This is probably the best funnel that there is. The reason why is it's the most scalable, the easiest to bring people on, and you only really can move to the next levels of funnel when you're really dialed in on your processes, because they get very complicated very quickly. Okay, so VSL funnel if you're lacking with education and authority. Book a call funnel for a low friction capture when you want to also book a call, and then direct response, which is basically scalable volume and very high levels of lead qualification needed, but very good ROI as well. So give one of these three a go. Make sure you plan it out correctly. If you need any help, reach out to us, bizleadz.com.au with a Z. My name is James. If you enjoyed watching, like the video, comment, subscribe. I'll speak to you in the next one.